Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be the ultimate seduction trick. Dare her to find someone better. I've got an email success story. This guy is 21 years old, and he recently broke up with his long-term girlfriend. He said he got back into reading 3% Man. And so he shares a story where he was out at a bar, I guess this past weekend, with his friends, and there was a really cute girl that was, I guess, part of the group and started talking to him, expressing interest. But he was taking his time, just like Rumi says, slow and steady, like the river that never grows stale. No hurry, no rush. And also, Thich Nhat Hanh, you must love in such a way that the person you love feels free. And so with that in mind, this other guy comes up to him and says, hey, if you don't make a move in that girl, I'm going to take her home with me. And he basically encouraged him. And she kind of dangled the carrot saying, hey, if you don't do something, I'm going to go home with this guy. And he was like, have fun. You'll be back. Kind of an attitude. And well, at the end of the night, even after she left with this guy and said, you better come over and get me or else I'm going home with this guy, he was like, call me if you change your mind. It's great. So I love getting stories like this, especially from young guys, because, man, I wish I would have known this when I was 21. There are just so many great opportunities that I missed out on. And it makes me feel good knowing that at 52, some dude who's 21, 31 years younger than me can figure this out and read my book, 3% Man, which you can read for free at understandrelationships.com. Just subscribe to the email newsletter. You can read this book and apply it and get the same kind of results. These are the kinds of stories that as a man grow your confidence, make you feel better about yourself, and cause you to be fearless. And it's a good place to be as a man, because this is what masculinity feels like. This is natural. This is our natural state. This is the way we're supposed to be. Because masculine men who are centered and strong cannot be swayed by BS or by propaganda. And as the late, great Thomas Jefferson said, enlighten the people generally, and tyranny and oppressions of body and mind will vanish like evil spirits at the dawn of day. So here's just one way that is working out. So he says, hey, Corey, my name is Bob. I'm a 21-year-old pilot, young guy, I know. I have a success story for you. My girlfriend and I ended a long-term relationship, and since then I've been healing and rereading 3% Man. Stepping back into the dating game, I brushed off the rust and decided to go out with my buddies to the bar district in this city. I met a girl at one of the bars, and it went effortlessly, and we had a good time. One of the guys in the group I was with even said to me, if you don't bring her home, I will. I was playing it easy that night and not trying too hard. Just trying to hang out with my buddies and have a good time. So think about it from this perspective. When your cup runneth over, when you already have enough women and choices in your life, and then another beauty comes along, you're not easily amused. You're not easily swayed. You're contemplative. You're like, do I like this girl enough? Is she good for me? And you take your time. Slow and steady, like the river that never grows stale. No hurry, no rush. I just said to the guy, best of luck to you. He then proceeded to throw himself at her the rest of the night, buying her drinks, putting his arm around her, etc. Chasing, chasing, chasing. Now, if that guy was by himself and the emailer was not there, that other dude probably would have been able to take her home and hook up with her. But the fact that he was here and he behaved this way, and you'll see some of her reactions later on, it's just such a powerful aphrodisiac that if a girl's got a high interest in you and there's another guy she likes, she's going to back away from both. And the unperturbed one, the James Bond one, is going to be the one taking her home. The girl would flirt back, periodically looking at me to see if I'd lose my shit. Instead, I just kept my composure and enjoyed my time with my friends. Every now and then, she'd leave him and come back to me, the cat analogy, if you will. Well, I did an article years ago called How to Get Women to Approach You First. And I've discussed this in 3% Man. It's in there. And that's part of what's being employed here. And it works just amazingly well. One of the times we were dancing, the talk got so erotic, I said, "You need to come closer and kiss me right now." I think I've seen that somewhere in a book before. After a stunned look on her face, she threw herself at me and we made out in the middle of the dance floor. Boy, am I shocked. All said and done, we had a good time. She later went back to her girlfriends at a table, and my buddies and I went back to my place. I invited her to come along, but she said she wanted to stay. I said, "If you change your mind, give me a call." You must love in such a way that the person you love feels free. As a man, you extend the invitation, and the fair maiden can go, "Hell yeah," or but you leave the door open. Because if you have the attitude of, "She'll be back," you'll be back, babe. An hour later, she texts me that the guy in the group that was trying to sleep with her was picking her up and bringing her to his apartment. Trying to get a rise out of him. She told me, and I quote, "You better come hang out before he makes a move on me tonight." Have fun, sweetheart. Basically saying, "I'm going to sleep with this guy if you don't leave your friends and come see me." I said, "I'll see you when I'm done hanging out with my buddies." A man's going to do what he wants to do. And just like I talk about in 3% Man, it's like when you're having sex and your woman is about to come and she wants you to come with her and you let her think you're about to and then you don't. Lots of fireworks go off. But you'll have to read the book to find out more about it. It's so powerful. At 4 a.m., while I'm driving home, she calls me that she's back at her place and wants me to come over. Shocked. She told me that the guy was trying pretty hard to get her into his bed, and she had eventually just told him to take her home. She said to me, "I don't know why, but there's just something about you." Wonder what that could be. Needless to say, she and I won a few gold medals in the indoor Olympics that night. Well, congratulations to you both. Keeping your center, not being swayed by women trying to make you jealous, and going with the flow really works. It's almost like you know what you're talking about in your books and videos, LOL. Well, it might not always be right, but I'm never wrong. And as I've said many times over the years, even if you think I'm full of shit, if you apply what's in the book, it will work for you. The other guy later found out from a mutual friend what happened and came up to me the next day saying, "How did you manage to do it? I tried so hard with her and you didn't do anything." Non-action spiritual attraction. I just said, "Here's a book that will show you how." And just like that, another beta male on his journey to becoming a better man. Well, hopefully he reads it. But when he got burned like that and sees how effortlessly you pulled that off, who knows, maybe a few months down the road, you'll bump into him again and he'll be flowing smooth as butter as well. And then you guys can each take the twins home together. I appreciate all your work, Corey, and definitely hope to meet you one day, even buy you a beer as gratitude. Everybody still wants to get the coach drunk. I'm an innocent child of God, of course. So if you got a question or a challenge and you'd like to get my help, go to understandingrelationships.com, click the products tab at the top of your screen, and book a coaching session with yours truly. Until next time, I will talk to you soon.